Hello, I'm on a quest to review literally everything in the universe. And today I'm reviewing a film called Your Name. It's a animated film from Japan. It's one of the most successful animated films in Japan from 2016. And it was written and directed by a man named Makoto Shinkai. And the story is very beautiful and very complicated and also very interesting. I don't want to say exactly what the story is because I don't want to give it away. And I think that you should watch it. I would rate this film at like 9 out of 10, actually. It's beautifully animated, and the story seems to be like you think that it's going one way and it goes in a completely different way. But generally, it the story is about this boy who wakes up in the body of a girl and this girl who wakes up in the body of a boy, and they don't know exactly what's happening, and they figure it out eventually in the first part of the movie. And then the second part of the movie is more a deeper part of it, I would say. And, because the boy does normal things that boys would do if they woke up in the body of a girl, and the girl is reluctant to do those things. Let's just say it that way. And the the great part about the film is that it's kind of like three kinds of films at once. It's a Japanese animated film, sort of very influenced by uh, Miyazaki or Miyazaki, yeah, the Studio Ghibli guy. Very influenced by him, but and that kind of aesthetic, but it takes it in a very different way because Japanese folklore is really important in this film, like in My Neighbor Totoro or Spirited Away. But whereas in those films, it's kind of a literal interpretation of it. You don't actually see that in this film, although that's the reason this thing is happening. So the things are true, but they're kind of hidden from human view. So that's one part of the film. The other part of the film is it's done for um, it's done for a mystical reason, but it really feels like sci-fi because there's all of like these time threads that are being like woven and interwoven together. Because basically there is a disaster at the end of the movie that the characters, or at least some of the characters, realize is going to happen, and they need to find some way of surviving this disaster. So it's like sci-fi, and the last part is like romance, and it's interesting. It's an interesting approach to romance as well because it the movie has all of these things about forgetting, like you forget the person's name who you're attracted to, or you forget what they look like, or you have like these memories and dreams kind of thing. And I think dreams are that really fascinating thing because, you know, they're just so random and beautiful. I had a dream this morning where I was helping the Beatles write A Day in the Life, and they were like making suggestions, and I was like, no, 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 that could be a different song. That could be like All You Need Is Love. And they're like, yeah, 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 yeah. And they're talking about who's gonna sing the different parts, and Paul was like, I'll sing this like wake up, get out of bed, and then John, you can sing this one, and then they were like, hey, why don't you sing this one? I'm like, wait a minute, I'm George Harrison. So I realized I was George Harrison in the dream. I don't know why. I felt I needed to share that. I just thought that was a really crazy dream. Um, yeah, so the last part of the movie is all about this romance, and you don't actually see the romance until the end, because these people are people who care about each other and who have made sacrifices for each other, but they don't remember those sacrifices because that's part of how the sci-fi element works. Another thing that's really good about the film is that, first of all, the landscapes are beautiful. Like, there's beautiful water, there's beautiful snow. Tokyo looks beautiful. And it starts with like this train journey, and you don't know exactly why. So the beginning of the film and the end of the film are the same, and you don't know why until the end of the film. And maybe some people don't even remember at the end that the beginning is the same, but it is. So it's like the the circle of life, not in a Lion King way, but the circularity of time going around and around. Um, yeah, there's also these motifs that repeat, like doors opening and closing, like doors between bedrooms, but also doors on trains. And it's kind of like this thing where you have like a door, like a door is sort of an opening on a new world, and then closing, and then opening, and then closing. Oh, my camera is like adjusting when I do that because there's different levels of light. But yeah, so I think that's a really, really smart film. It's really beautiful film. Um, and it really does keep this idea inside of you, this suspense inside of you, because as a Western audience, like as a Western viewer of this film, I fully expected a happy ending, but the way that it unfolded, I was like, I'm getting more and more stressful by this, more and more stressed by this film, because uh, Japanese films, they don't need to have happy endings, right? Because that's not really Japanese. I mean, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I think about a film like Grave of the Fireflies, which is like literally the saddest film ever, and that definitely doesn't have a happy ending, and you think that it might. So I kind of had the same feeling when I'm watching this, but be assured this film is nowhere near as depressing as Grave of the Fireflies. So I won't tell you what the ending is, but you have to go see it yourself, watch it yourself. Yeah. So thank you. I have a few goals, and I'm gonna plug my Patreon. So I would like to have 100 subscribers by Christmas, and currently I have 87, I checked. So 13 more subscribers is completely possible by Christmas. Also, I have this Patreon, as I said, and generally the Patreon is to support this work, but if I get anybody to sign up to the Patreon, I'm going to donate 50% to charity. And yeah, it's kind of like it's a role play. You get to be a baron or a baroness or whatever, but I'll leave the link in the description and you can check it out if you're interested. Anyway, yeah, leave comments in the comment section, like and subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye bye.